At this time, we'll recognize our seniors in the concert band. This started probably now going on 5 or 6 years. I was assistant director and I came up with this thing where I'd give each senior a word that I would remember them by. And it's gotten more difficult every single year. You start going, well, we've used that before, and we've used that before, and how can we make it stand out and be special and all that? Will Thomas Verdesia please come to the front? Thomas. Right there. I was getting some feedback, so I'm going to stay in this zone to avoid that. I remember Tomas joined us last year for a brief part of the year, and then he kind of left us. And he moved in, and was like, I played French horn, and so on and so forth. I believe it was in the spring semester and concert season. And then he kind of left us for a while, and I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe move elsewhere. And then he came back in the spring, going into the summer. He was like, I'm going into my senior year, and I want to do this band thing. I actually want to be in it full time. And I was like, that sounds great. So Tomas did a great job of playing mellophone, picking it up, and marching, and the show did a great job. Has been sitting in the fourth band, doing an excellent job with the French horn section. It's a young band, most of them in here. And Tomas is one of the leaders of this program and this band program. And we appreciate it because you're just a team player. You were a team player for me because you did what you were asked to do and you did it graciously, and you're awesome. Thank you very much. Please welcome to the stage Corey Carlisle. Corey Carlisle's word is independence. Corey Carlisle has gone through his 4 years, no lessons, worked his butt off to continue to improve every single day, every single year in his saxophone playing, all by himself, taking care of it, taking on financial needs, taking on jobs. He's an outstanding student overall and great kid, and we're going to miss him. Corey, we wish you the best of luck in the future. Next student up, please welcome to the stage Josh Lopez. There it is. That's what I'm going to talk about right there. That show everybody that smile. Right there. That's what you remember him by. He walks in and he gets that little. Your word is smug. You have that smug little. Yeah, you're real confident in yourself. And you've done an outstanding job over your past 4 years. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you, Josh. Megan Moreno, please come up to the front. Megan Moreno is usually hanging out in the library, even with all of her friends that aren't supposed to be in the library. She is a librarian, so she does do work in there and does a lot of great work for us, but she likes to bring a lot of her friends. And we go in there every now and then and clean up, and we notice all this doodling all over the place. Because you like to doodle and make drawings and stuff like that, and always in there doing your makeup or something. Your word is artistic, and thank you for your contribution. Ryan Rivera to the front, please. Ryan Rivera has been a rock in our front ensemble for the past 4 years. He has, every time I look down there, he's where he's supposed to be. He's jamming out, he's making sure. The front ensemble has improved greatly in the past 4 years. And I contribute that to not only him, but multiple members in the front ensemble. Your word, Ryan, is consistent. Thank you for being consistent in the percussion section. Outstanding job. Please welcome to the stage Ethan Shepard. Ethan has been another solid rock in our Fern Ensemble, has seen the growth of the Fern Ensemble become a major contribution to our marching band, to our indoor season, done an outstanding job. And what I like about Ethan is anytime I go into the percussion room or walk around and I need something from percussionists, he's there, standing very proper and just nodding and says, yes sir, yeah, I'll take care of that, I'll take care of that. Your word is professional. Thank you for being professional. Please welcome to the stage Matt Tackett. Matt has gone on a journey from being a pretty shy freshman, just like we all have. You kind of spend so much time around these students that they become your own children. And many times they make you very proud. And many times they drive you completely insane. And you just want to like, Matt Tackett has grown a lot. I thought about some different words for him, but I thought back to the marching season and kind of carrying on that Justin Gearhart type of tradition in the marching season. Your word is false hype, and he would always be going in and be like, yeah, let's go, no phones, and just running around and getting everybody pumped up. So I appreciate it, Matt. Thank you. One more time, please give a hand for your seniors of Swan Band. First senior in this group, please welcome to the stage Andrew Alexander. So Andrew, should I talk about the time that you did something that you weren't supposed to do and then you got in trouble, or should I talk about the time that you stepped up into a section leader role and did an unbelievable job where many of your peers talked very highly of you? I actually think back to only a few weeks ago, and that's where this word comes from. Andrew, you've done a phenomenal job, but I remember the Fiesta Flambeau Parade, and your word is real simple. It's energetic, and thank you for your contribution to it. Next senior up is Robert Castillo. Please welcome him to the stage. My goodness, Robert is smiling. That's pretty rare. Robert's word, and obviously we sit around as directors and kind of think about some different words that we can come up with for these students. Robert, he works really, really hard and is very, very talented. And he's always just working on his drum, working on his tenors, working. He does a phenomenal job. But every time he's in the band hall and like practicing or in a rehearsal or anything, he's very serious. So his word is serious. Thank you so much for being committed to the band program. Please welcome to the stage Luis De La Fuente. Luis has a twin brother, if you didn't know that. He'll be recognized a little bit later. And they're very, very, very similar in many ways. Both two outstanding trombone players, both two great marchers, have contributed a lot to our program. Luis, his word is calm. He's just very calm, very polite, does everything that he's asked that we asked him to do. He's been a great student, so thank you very much, Luis. Please welcome to the stage Jack Harvey. Somebody said it already, somebody just said it. But Jack, you've been playing fifth bass for what, 2 years? 2 years, yeah, done an outstanding job. this drum, I think we had a smaller drum on him last year, and then we asked him to wear a bigger drum this year. 32, what is it? 32, yeah. He's done a heck of a job as our fifth bass drummer in the fall and in the winter. And every time that you hear the band come onto the field, Jack Harvey's the one kicking it off. His name is Thumper. Is his name? Please welcome to the stage, Brooke Miller. Brooke Miller has been playing clarinet for the past 4 years, and has been a quartermaster for the past 2 years. Is that correct? Junior and senior year. And she does a phenomenal job of kind of heading that up and really guiding the program and making sure that we look correct, and make sure that our uniforms are in the correct length, and does an awesome job. When we think of Brooke Miller, we think of future uniform mom. Please welcome to the stage, Jonah Reyna. I just came up with a new word for you, but there's 2 words, I guess, sort of kind of. Jonah Reyna, as he walked up here, I go, yeah, stylish is one word that comes to mind. You know, this guy well dressed all the time, his suit's all nice and neat. But he's been unbelievable performer on the marching field and sitting in the top of this section, the clarinet section, and the second band doing an unbelievable job, holding it down and doing a great job. Thank you for your dedication. Dedicated is your word. Thank you very much. Please welcome to the stage, Emma Thames. Emma Thames has one of the prettiest saxophone sounds that I've heard over the past several years. Great student, but what goes beyond the band is how intelligent she is. I don't know how many colleges you applied to, but I'm sure you got into every single one. I know you have plans to be a doctor, and we're extremely excited to see you succeed in your future. Your word is intelligent. Thank you so much. One more time, please give it up for the seniors of the St. Martin. Before we get into our last piece, I'm going to take a moment to do some recognition of some people, some very important people, some seniors, and I'm going to hand it over to the drum majors for a quick announcement. Let's start off with the thank yous. The thank yous, we could be here all night if we thanked every single individual. Can you, if you volunteered at all for anything, whether that be chaperone, whether that be giving food out, whether that be anything that's volunteer for the Churchill Band, will you please stand and be recognized at this time? Please stand up and be recognized for any volunteer at any time. This entire year. Thank you so much. I was looking at my timeline this past week, I think it was, and I guess it was 4 years ago, that I was officially named director of bands, and it was one of the happiest moments of my life. And one of the like, oh God, what's next? Now what do I have to do? We've been lucky this past 4 years. The program has continued to go up every single year in numbers and performance, and we've been very, very happy with it. But it takes a village. I mean, it takes people from the top down, everybody that hands out food, that does all the hospitality stuff, that brings in waters when we ask for water donations. It's the support of the community that I'm so lucky to be a part of, and I know that I speak from the staff. Thank you so much to all those people that have helped out throughout the entire year. It's been amazing. Please recognize these individuals in no particular order. In charge of our uniforms that makes us look great every time we step out, whether it's on the stage or on the field. Please give a huge round of applause to Sherry Killebrew. Another individual that's helped out big time with uniforms when we've been in a bind, and Sherry's yelling at me because we didn't do something on time or whatever it was. And she's come in huge and helped us out. Angela Smyers, can you wave if you're here? Angela Smyers, please give her a round. She came in and sewed some things for us and actually made fabric with zippers that would fit our uniform and was huge and making all that happen. Thank you so much for y'all's time with the uniforms. Another person that's kind of behind the scenes, technically not a board member, but works very closely with Mr. Giddens and I on the finance side of things. That job is incredibly difficult. And she's done an unbelievable job in her first year doing that. Please give a huge round of applause to Aloise Miller. Thank you so much for all the time, because I know it takes a lot of time. And thank you for your commitment to the program. And I know this is a person you see him around quite a bit, but we literally couldn't get from place to place without the incredible crew, led by Mr. Kevin Davis. Please give it a I've gone through, who would have thought? This is my third band president, and all of them have been great. You know what I'm talking about? Please give a huge round of applause to Dan Chavarria for Dan is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. One of the most supportive guys I've ever met. He had faith when I didn't. He told me just keep believing and pushing. I remember hugging him and crying like this. I remember me in San Antonio, BOA, for the first time in like 5 years. Dan, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. Lean on you a lot. You've done a good job. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dan Chavarria. Let's go on with some of the fun stuff. Seniors, as I call your name, come on up and be recognized. Mr. Tyler Ballard, please come to the front. So as I was saying earlier, a lot of these students, you spend so much time with them that they get sick and tired of you, and you get sick and tired of them, and you butt heads constantly. Raise your hand if you're a parent and you know what I'm talking about. All right? And you love them, and you're very proud of them, but they can drive you completely insane. So we can talk about all kinds of things. But Tyler Ballard, when I think about Tyler Ballard, I remember specifically back to this year. At the beginning of the year, the crew kind of wasn't really doing what we wanted it to do, and I kind of had to get on them about it. And Tyler and I just kind of turned to him and said, you know, I'm kind of disappointed in you. You're not doing what you need to do. And I swear, from that moment, I don't know if he took it personally or what. I'm sure he did. But from that moment, pretty much almost to the very end of the year, he was a perfect little band student. The crew did what they were supposed to do. They worked their butt off. But I think about Tyler Ballard, and he's easygoing, very laid back, gets the job done, works hard. He has that smile. He's sitting back, usually in class on his phone, checking out trucks. Easygoing. But he knows his part. So I guess that's the important thing. But thank you for your contribution to the Churchill Band. welcome to the stage Sarah Baird. Sarah Baird has been our librarian the past 2 years, I believe it is. Maybe only this year. Senior year? Librarian? 2 years, that's right. Okay. So Sarah Baird is in our third period and prepping for fourth period class, top band. Her and Matt France always comes to me and kind of go, hey, what do we need? What do we need copied? They're always on top of it. But she always comes with this big old smile. And she's just always so sweet. Hey, Miss Reese, is there anything I can get you? So on and so forth. And she prints stuff up. She spends so much time printing all the music that all these students lose all the time. And whenever I think of Sarah Baird, I think of that big old sweet smile. Your word is sweet. Thank you so much. Please welcome to the stage Danny Chavarria. Now we could go on and say, oh, he looks incredible on the marching field. Oh my God, he's a hard worker, which all of these students are hard workers when they choose to be. We could go on and on about that. But to think that Danny Chavarria started probably at the bottom of third band his freshman year, kind of lost in the mix, honestly, and he was just like, I love my trumpet, and I'm going to be a trumpet player by that. He started taking lessons in his freshman year with Mr. Zyder. He continues to climb the ranks. He barely missed being in wind ensemble last year. He earned a third chair in wind ensemble this year because of his hard work and dedication to his horn. He became an all-state musician his senior year. Has been recently accepted to University of North Texas where he'll continue his music education. Danny's word is really quite simple. Danny is determined, and he's determined to set a goal and accomplish it, and I know he's going to do incredible. Thank you. Nathan Craner, please come to the front. I was waiting for you to fix your hair when you got up here. Nathan Craner is an extremely talented musician from his days back at Bradley all the way through singing the wind ensemble all 4 years maybe, 3 years. Outstanding musician. Nathan Craner's word is carefree because he's just kind of there and messing with his hair sometimes, and then he picks up his horn and plays the crap out of it, and is an excellent musician. So his word is carefree. Thank you for your contribution. Keaton Curtis, please come to the front. Keaton came to us. He was it wasn't in our cluster. He was at Harris Middle School, and then moved in. Very proper, always. And he played oboe. He plays English horn. He marches tenor sax. He's on the crew. He's really a part of every single thing. And whenever you need something done, you can turn to Keaton Curtis and rely on him to get it done with a great attitude. Keaton Curtis' work is versatile. Fernando De La Fuente is on the front. Hi, Fernando. Fernando has turned into an outstanding musician. He's worked very, very hard. All of these students do. What I like about Fernando is his word is quiet. But he's confident and that he plays his part well. But you go and talk to him and like, hey, Fernando, say this. But he's real quiet. It's also good. But he's an outstanding student on the field and on the stage and all around. We're going to miss him. Thank you very much. Estrada, please come to the front. Yes. Evan Estrada, and all of these students, we can come up with all kinds of different words. But what I like about Evan Estrada is I'll come in, into work, and he'll be in first period, and I think he has senior release, don't you? And he has senior release, and he's in there on the marimba practicing. And he's doing all these things that he's supposed to be doing as a band student. And he's just taking care of business. And when we passed out that first piece that you heard is a very important djembe part. And I was going back there, I guess I was like maybe a week ago or less. And I was like, who's playing the djembe part? And Evan goes, I got it. And I was like, all right, here we go. It's like, make sure you nail it. And all of a sudden, the first time up, it was pretty darn good. And I was like, that's hard. And he goes, well, I just kind of watched it on YouTube and listened to it a bunch of times and figured it out myself, and he did an excellent job with the parts. But his word is responsible, because he's always doing the right thing all the time, no matter if somebody's watching or not. Thank you so much. I have one more thing for Evan. Evan was on the wrestling team and earned his leather jacket, we had some miscommunication that happened to where he didn't receive his letter for band along with everybody else. And it was a process that took a while. But I am here to present your Churchill C. So many names. Tristan Flores, please come to the front. Hello, Tristan. Tristan has been, he turned my head, I know that for sure, this year. And he's always contributed really, really well. But there was a time in marching band where we were playing a part where I was going down the line. I was like, dang, that's a lot better. That's much improved. And he's always so quiet and reserved. So his word is reserved and to himself. But all of a sudden, he plays that part nice and strong, and he's done a heck of a job of everyone ensemble this past year. And we thank you for your contributions to the band. Well, Jenna Golden, please come to the front. Jenna Golden has been asking me probably for about a year, what's the word you're going to give me? Are you going to cry when you say it? So forth. I'm not going to cry. I'm not feeling, I got all the tears out, I think, right now. But a term comes to mind. She's been begging me all year for this. And she's a part of YOSA, Youth Orchestra of San Antonio, and does a phenomenal job there. She was an all-state musician this year, and she plays her butt off and is an incredible musician. But what I'm going to remember Jenna Golden as is the concert master. Asher Herman, please come on. Asher was on the center podium this past year and did a heck of a job. And there was a time, and I think I talked to you about this, that I was like a little concerned about some things, and you stepped up to the plate and did an unbelievable job. I could walk up into the stands, and we got so comfortable with you being such a rock on the podium that we could just go, start now, and I'll just walk up the stands, and I know that the time was going to be great, and it was great all year long. And you've done a great job. You come in and play your horn at an extremely high level and super consistent all the time, and your word is reliable, because I can always count on you. Well, Ryan Chappie, please come to the front. knows who Ryan Jaffe is. Ryan Jaffe is a two-time All-State trumpet player, incredible musician, does an outstanding job, and as a typical trumpet player, he'll let you know about it, how great he is. But his word is pretty self-explanatory. He is self-confident. Thank you very much, Ryan. Logan Macias in the front, please. Logan has done an outstanding job holding down baritone section leader this past year and really improving his playing. Very committed to wrestling throughout his years and his band commitment. And anytime that he wasn't at band, he was at wrestling, and he'd come straight over all sweaty and nasty from that and jump right into band and do his duties here. I heard somebody yell it already, but just looking at him, doesn't he look like a man baby? So that's it. Amanda, my sick, please. Amanda Meisick is an outstanding percussionist, outstanding musician. She's won many awards all the way back to her Bradley days and all the way through solo ensemble. Drum captain this past year. There's so much we can say about Amanda. What I remember is just kind of standing in front of the drum line and watching her perform. And you have to demonstrate this for everybody. So you have to just do a little bit of demonstration. My term for her is the coolest head bobber. She stands there kind of on the side of the CeeLo, a little bit of head bobber. Yeah. Thank you very much, Amanda. Morgan Miller's in the front, please. That's exactly what I hear all the time in rehearsal. She's like smiling and giggling and singing along and making jokes with Paola. And I love it. I mean, it creates a nice, friendly environment in the front row. But that's what I'm going to remember Morgan, an outstanding musician, obviously. But her word is bubbly because she always has a smile on her face and always kind of chuckling. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Matt Moreno to the front. Quick little story, I promise I'm going to try to keep this going as quickly as possible, but this has to be said because I can't just say his word and go, what does that mean? A couple of years ago, I was doing a jazz band, and Matt has played drum set at jazz band back into the Bradley days and so on and so forth. And he's really a jack of all trades. He plays drum set here, he plays drum set there, he plays tenors, he plays pretty much anything that you ask of him. Matt can cover it, he's the go-to guy. And I told him I was in a bind, I don't know what came up, we have to go do this jazz gig. And I was like, I don't have a drummer. I need a drummer. Matt, will you do it? And I was desperate. I was like, I'll buy you some pizza if you'll just do this gig for us. He's like, I'm in. I'll go for some pizza. So for the past 2 years, he's been asking me for his darn pizza. And if you go into my office right now, he even wrote on a piece of paper, pizza. So, Matt Moreno. Please take in a slice. Daryl Myers in the front. He's quick with it. This is a special one. I saw him earlier and I hope he's still around. Is Granger Stimson in the audience? he makes his way up. Granger is the older brother of Foster Stimson. Granger, you probably see him around, and I think everybody in the Alamo Dome at San Antonio BOA saw Granger Stimson. Granger, we wanted to invite you up because you've been such a helpful person around and helping with all the crew stuff and being dedicated and cheering on the band from the sidelines. We really appreciate it. We have made you an honorary band student, and we are giving you a Churchill C letter. His word, by the way, is quirky servant. Quirky servant. Paige Wendover, please step up to the front. Paige has been an outstanding student, playing flute, unbelievably well, sitting at the top of the section for at least 2-3 years now, always being towards the top. And self-motivated is her word, because she has internal drive to be great. She has made region, she advanced to area this past year, did extremely well. She also has been accepted to University of North Texas, one of the toughest schools to get into for music, and will continue her music education. She is self-motivated and knows how to do great things. Congratulations. Guard students, we only have a few more left, and then we'll move on. A lot of seniors here. Will Maddie Adams please step up to the front? Maddie Adams. Maddie is graduating in 3 years. I'll stand over there. And will be graduating this spring. When I think of Maddie as she walks into the guard room and gets ready for rehearsal, she's always dressed in like some crazy high heels with some little outfit on, and her word is diva, because when she just walks down the hall, you think she's a diva. So thank you, Maddie Adams. Haley Cornwell, please come to the front. Haley Cornwell. Haley has been a member of the Guard all 4 years, has also participated in choir and has done really well in choir, making region and advancing on to those things. She's also been in the school play, at least probably a couple years, I think, and is very involved in a lot of things on campus and does an excellent job of that. For that, her name or word is Renaissance Woman. Does a little bit of everything. Thank you very much. When Nikita Hoppus, please come to the front. Nikita Hoppus. Nikita Hoppus has been one of our guard captains this past year, done an outstanding job performing for the past 4 years. Has really helped in organizing some things over this past winter and has helped give some guidance to our new staff that is joining us with some things that we have done and how we've handled things in the past. But when I think of Nikita Hoppus, I always think of what kind of, I've never seen her wear like the same outfit. She's always in a new, fancy outfit. So her word is chic because of her elegance, sophistication, and how she dresses. Thank you. Jenny Mel, please come on up. Jenny Mel is another one of our Guard captains this past year, and obviously the Guard has gone through some changes over the past few years, and we've come up on a positive side of things through some thick and thin times, but Jenny Mel is super consistent with her performance, her attitude, her drive to be great, and her word is perseverance, and thank you for pushing through everything this past 4 years. Thank you. One more time for your 2017 seniors. I'm going to bring up Asher Herman to the front, and she'll talk a little bit about that.
Hi everybody, so my name's Asher, and for the past 2 years I've been a drum major. So it's a tradition for the graduating senior drum major to teach classes to everyone that wants to try out for drum major for the next year. And so for the past 2 months or so we've been having classes about 3 times a week and putting in a lot of work. And last week the auditions were held for drum major. And tonight I'm going to be announcing the 4 drum majors for the 2017 band year next year. It is also a tradition for the graduating seniors' final salute to be the first salute of the new team. So after I announce that, we'll go on the stage and do that. So the returning drum majors for 2017 in random order. These are all truly some of my best friends inside and outside of the band. They've helped me become more confident and more secure in myself, as well as have the greatest memories of my entire life for the past year. So yeah, in random order, the 2017 returning drum majors are Emma Kaiser, Taylor Rodriguez, and Brianna Long. So yeah, whether it be making me laugh when I'm not having a great day, or just making me reminding me why I joined band and why I have such a great time, I'm really grateful for these 3 girls and what they have in store. But the news we've all been waiting for, this year's new drum major for 2017 is an extremely smart, talented, humble member of the band, and happy to add, I might say, carrying on the tradition of a French horn drum major is Isabella Tubia.